Hello, this is Evan here, also known as Molendinarius, because that's the Latin for my surname Milner, der Milner, the miller. And in this little video, I'm going to go through some reviews that the Latinum Latin language course has received at Trustpilot. As you can see, there have been 49 reviews left by students of mine over the last couple of years for latinum.org.uk, which is the website of Latinum, and I have a 100% return rating. So on 10th of May, Stephanie said the following. She said, "Evan's work is groundbreaking. I can't imagine the massive amount of time and effort he has put into this project. Support is the least he deserves." Phil Clark left a review at the end of 2018. "Hi all, salvete. Latinum has a large number of classical Latin resources to listen to and read. I highly recommend Latinum and Evan's efforts. Walete, Phil from Australia." Then we have Claudia in 2018 writing, "Great methodology followed by Jean Manesca, clear speech and vast audio material, storytelling and songs fits perfectly this rich material. As I consider myself a self-taught languages student, it was the very first time I could understand how methodology works on teaching. All materials are just so important for me. I thank you very much indeed." Brandon Pierce left the following review. "Absolutely excellent. As somebody self-studying Latin, it's often most difficult to find a guided, consistent approach and just how to go about learning. Nevertheless, in actually learning the material itself, I've probably put more time into learning how to learn than actually studying the language itself. That is, until I discovered Mr. Milner's work. Evan has not only cited and uncovered troves of Latin information and learning resources that would otherwise likely be lost to time, but also dedicated hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours of his own personal time, transforming these already great resources into audio courses clad with utmost attention to the classical restored pronunciation. I recommend anyone interested in Latin or language in general to check out Latinum. You will not be disappointed. Thank you, Evan, for your monumental effort." Christopher Gottil wrote the following. "This is such an amazing resource. I've struggled to become proficient in Latin using the traditional textbook memorizing paradigms way. The audiobooks and curriculum here have really helped. I don't know of a more complete or helpful library for learning Latin." William Straw wrote, "Latinum provides an exemplary variety of affordable, high-quality, elementary to advanced level Latin language learning resources. Evan's character and teaching style are exceptionally good for me. Highly admirable. Looking forward to learning from Evan and from the works of others that Evan has chosen from the past 2,000 plus years for my remaining years." Mark just wrote, "Latinum is a wonderful and, given the general level of barbarity that afflicts society, truly progressive site." Dave Marsh, "The gold standard. This man is the gold standard for classical Latin pronunciation. I am a classical educator and have used his productions in class and as my primary research source for learning Latin. Unless you have a few hundred hours and like listening at 3 times speed, you won't run out of audio files anytime soon. I've recommended Mr. Milner's work to anyone who talks with me about Latin, students and educators alike." So you get the general idea. If you want to, you can go to latinum.org.uk and you'll find that directs you to Latinum's site at Patreon, which I'll show you here. Give me one moment. So this is Latinum's page at Patreon, or my version of it, because I'm the creator. You'll see something slightly different. As you can see, there are currently 329 students enrolled at Latinum. And to give you an idea of what's available at Latinum, let's just click on the Latin streaming catalog. So the streaming catalog, I'm not going to show you all of it, it's far too long. But the material is assigned to beginners level, beginners plus, intermediate, intermediate plus level, advanced. And the main meat of the course is the Adler Latin course in audio, 97 lessons, about 191 hours of teaching time, and the Adler textbook is an Ollendorf method textbook, and I have an article about Ollendorf's method here, written by somebody who used Ollendorf's Italian method, but it explains everything in great detail. So Adler, Aesop's Fables, Bennett's Bible readings, the book of Jonah, book of Psalms, the Liber Latinus of Bushing, various Caesar resources, and so on and so on. The catalogue keeps being expanded, and some works are complete. When they're complete, they go on the catalogue. If they're in progress, then they are listed as my in progress materials, and then when a course is completed, it is zipped up and made available for download on the download catalogue, which is here. And these are designed for offline listening, so they're in zip files. You can unzip them on your phone and then listen to them when you're not connected to the internet. And these are the materials that are available for offline listening. Many hundreds of hours of Latin, and there are a number of courses here and also audiobooks at various levels. So that's the Latinum Institute. There's also other material here. There's also Greek, there's some Hebrew, and there's material in Hebrew and Latin. So if you already know some Latin, then there's material for learning Hebrew in Latin, and there's also some material for learning Greek in Latin as well. So that's latinum.org.uk. Vale, bye.